Hi, I'm Dean, and I want to talk to you a little bit about my yoga practice and why, as a software engineer, you might be interested in learning yoga. I think there's a couple of reasons that I appreciate it. Number one, circulation and oxygenation. It's very important during thinking tasks that you get up once in a while and improve your circulation. It delivers fresh oxygen to your blood, and your brain is an engine. If the adequate ingredients aren't going in, the adequate thinking is not coming out. So having something that you can do, such as yoga, to improve your circulation while you're working is important. Number two, it's actually an interesting form of exercise that tries to be lazy. And as programmers, we want to get the most done with the least effort. One of the principles of yoga, and in fact of good posture in general, posture is very important for desk jobs as well, is that to sit, for example, with the least effort, you want to make sure that you are not leaning over like I am. Because in this case, as I hunch over, my back has to do work to support my neck. Whereas if I straighten, my back forms the support column that is ideal for transferring my weight directly through my sit bones into the ground. And I'm actually doing the least effort. I'm also allowing the maximum range of motion in my lungs to oxygenate while I sit versus a hunched over approach where I can't get full oxygenation. But I'm going to talk to you about yoga in the sense of stepping away from the monitor. So let's step away from the screen. And the simplest yoga pose is called Tadasana, or mountain pose. And you can get a lot out of this pose if you just focus on breathing, all right? Bring your shoulders back, bring them over your bum, put your feet underneath your hips, facing forward, arms at your side. Just feel free, stand up tall as if there's a string pulling on your head, just like the posture you're supposed to have all the time. Shake it loose, make sure there's nothing still holding you into the position you are. And you want to just get rid of any tension so that gravity can do the most work possible on your body. And breathe in and out. Mouth or nose, or a combination. And fill up and exhale. And one of the principles of yoga is that inward breaths are associated with expansion and raising, and outward breaths let it go. So you can't necessarily see in this posture all of the things that I'm doing to bring myself into alignment so that I most fully collapse into my feet. But let's assume a harder pose. This pose is called Warrior Two, and observe that my knee is directly over my ankle. In fact, I can unweight my toes and directly transfer weight through this front leg down through the heel, and the back leg is extended for support. And I go low here, and it does take some effort in the front thigh. However, by approaching 90 degrees and by thinking about effective weight transfer, I'm going to try to make this pose as least challenging as possible. And I'm going to breathe to make sure that I'm not holding tension. I'm going to take these organic movements while holding the lower part of the pose to make sure that I am not kinked up any more than I need to be. This is optional. This is revolved crescent pose. But all I'm trying to do is twist my back, and I can twist it the other way as well. And all this time, I'm trying to just transfer weight. It takes effort. That raises your circulation and causes you to breathe more and your heart to beat more. That's desired. But as far as this pose goes, you want this pose to be as effortless as possible. And then you'll normally switch in a routine. But I'm going to show you a non-standing pose, what's called an inversion, which you will build up to this in yoga. It won't happen right away. But when you build up to the ability to do inversions, you will certainly need to take advantage of that principle of maximal weight transfer to the ground and good alignment. But you'll get the maximum benefit of oxygenation that is possible by having everything in your body above your head. And so all the oxygen-rich blood that you just got by breathing hard is going to only have one place to go. And when you stand up, you're going to feel great. So the pose that I suggest for inversions is one that does not put pressure on your neck. So I'll demonstrate it. It is not the tripod headstand that you might have first heard about. It's actually a different one. I don't know the exact name, so I'm just going to demonstrate it. And a little bit of weight is on the crown of your head, and a lot of weight is on your shoulders. Now you can stay here for quite a bit of benefit. You can even lift your head up. You don't need your head on the ground to do a headstand. I'm actually working on one where my head doesn't touch the ground, only my forearms. But at this point, I still need to do this to support. Forward roll. Let's try that again. Very intentionally breathe here. If you can't breathe, it's too hard for you at this juncture. And know when to graciously yield. You don't reach high levels of yoga overnight. But anything you can do to improve oxygenation and circulation will help you in a thought profession. I enjoy this one, where I spread my legs about 90 degrees, weigh double hips width distance. Breathe in, reach back. Breathe out and hang. Just hang. This is an inversion too. This will also improve your circulation. You can work out those hamstrings that get tight sitting in a chair. The whole back side of your body gets very tight sitting in a chair. So anything you can do to lengthen and strengthen the back side of your body, your posture, your back, your health will thank you. So thanks for looking at this yoga tutorial. There are all kinds of yoga tutorials online. This is just a little bit about where my practice is now and why I do it the way that I do it. Thanks for watching.